We all have this incredible superpower for calming our minds, one that's literally built right into our bodies. But most of us barely use it. Well, today, we're going to change that. We're going to unlock the science of your own breath and show you how it might just be the key to finally getting a great night's sleep. Ugh, you know this feeling, right? Your body is just done, completely exhausted. But your mind? Oh, your mind is running a full-on marathon. You're lying there in bed, your heart's kind of pounding, there's this weird hum of tension in your chest, and your thoughts are just spinning and spinning on a loop. It's that classic and so frustrating, tired but wired state. And here's the thing. What's happening here? It is not just in your head. This is a real physical thing going on. It's like your body's internal alarm system has been totally hijacked. It's stuck in the on position even when you're totally safe and sound in your own bed. But here's the good news, that automatic stress response, it isn't the end of the story. We actually have a manual override. I love this quote from neuroscientist Dr. Andrew Huberman. Your breath is the remote control for your nervous system. Just think about that. It's the one tool you can consciously grab to send a powerful signal straight to your brain that says, hey, it's time to power down. Okay, so how does this remote control actually work? Well, the science behind it is actually surprisingly simple. It all boils down to two opposing switches inside your body, two systems that are pretty much always running in the background. So this whole system is called your autonomic nervous system. And the easiest way to think about it is that it has two modes. You've got the sympathetic system, that's your gas pedal. It revs you up for fight or flight, speeds up your heart, you know the drill. Then you have the parasympathetic system, that's your brake pedal. It's what slows you down for rest and digestion. Now, when your mind is racing at night, what's happening is that gas pedal is just slammed to the floor. So our job, it's to learn how to gently tap the brakes. And the secret to hitting that brake pedal, it's almost ridiculously simple. It's all about the exhale. Seriously, when you intentionally make your exhale longer than your inhale, you're actually stimulating something called the vagus nerve. You can think of this nerve as the main superhighway of communication between your body and your brain. A long, slow exhale sends a very clear message right up that highway that says, hey, everything's cool, we're safe, you can power down now. I love how stress researcher Dr. Alyssa Eppel puts it. She calls this our body's built-in safety valve. That long, slow exhale, it's literally the physiological off switch for stress. So if you remember one thing from this section, make it this. A longer exhale equals a calmer you. It's that simple. Okay, so now we get the why, right? Let's get to the how. I'm going to walk you through 3 super simple techniques you can use literally anytime, anywhere to hit that internal calm button. First up is what I like to call the foundation of all calm breathing, diaphragmatic breathing, or, just belly breathing. See, when we get anxious, our breathing gets all short and shallow, way up high in our chest, which signals alarm. Belly breathing is the exact opposite of that. It's the antidote that retrains your body to breathe low and slow the way it's supposed to. Here's how you can try it right now if you want. Just lie down comfortably, put one hand on your chest and the other on your belly. Okay, now, as you inhale slowly through your nose, the whole goal is to feel the hand on your belly rise up while the hand on your chest stays pretty still. Then, as you exhale, just let that belly fall naturally. That's it. Even just doing this for a minute can start to bring your heart rate way down. All right, next up, we have box breathing. This one is pretty cool. It's famously used by Navy SEALs to stay calm under insane amounts of pressure. And the reason it's so powerful is, well, when your mind is just a chaotic mess, the simple, predictable rhythm of this technique gives your brain something solid to focus on besides all that worry. The pattern is it's beautifully simple. You inhale for a count of 4. You gently hold for 4. You exhale for a count of 4, and then you hold again for 4. See? It's like you're tracing a box with your breath. Repeating this cycle just a handful of times can literally pull you out of a panic spiral and get you grounded back in the present. And for our final technique, we have one that Dr. Andrew Weil calls a natural tranquilizer for the nervous system. I mean, how good does that sound? This is the 4-7-8 breath, and it is specifically engineered to slam on that brake pedal we were talking about earlier. This makes it amazing for those nights when you just cannot fall asleep. So here's the pattern for this one. It's a gentle inhale through your nose for 4 seconds, then you hold it for 7 seconds, and then in this part is the magic, a long, slow, whooshing exhale through your mouth for a full 8 seconds. That super long exhale is what really kicks your body's relaxation response into high gear. Okay, so these techniques, they feel good, they feel calming, but does the science actually back this stuff up? Well, when it comes to sleep in particular, the research is crystal clear. The answer is a huge, resounding yes. So, a major review of a bunch of studies, this one was in the journal Frontiers in Sleep, found really consistent, significant improvements in people's sleep quality. And what I think is so cool is how universal this is. These benefits popped up in everybody from super stressed out nurses to cancer patients. It's just such a powerful reminder that we're talking about a tool that costs nothing, anyone can do it, and it has real science-backed results. So now we have the science and we've got the techniques, but let's be real. The real magic happens when you turn this knowledge into an actual habit. So the big question is, how do we get these exercises to move from being something we just know about to something we automatically do when we need it? And listen, the key here is all about consistency, not intensity. This isn't about setting aside a whole hour once a week to do some epic breathing session. No way. It's about starting small, like just 5 minutes a day. The whole goal is to build a habit that actually sticks, not to give you yet another thing on your to-do list to feel stressed about. One of the best ways I know to build this habit is a little trick called habit stacking. It's so simple. You just piggyback your new breathing practice onto something you already do every single day without thinking. For example, right before you have your morning coffee, do 1 minute of belly breathing. Or right after you brush your teeth at night, do 4 rounds of box breathing. When you link it to a habit that's already there, it becomes almost automatic. You know, this quote from James Nuster, who wrote the amazing book Breath, just nails it. The magic isn't in some heroic one-off session. It's in the hundreds of tiny little moments. The moments where you consciously choose to take a slow, deep breath instead of a shallow, anxious one. And every single time you make that choice, you're helping to rewire your nervous system toward a new default state, calm. So, when it all comes down to it, your breath is your anchor. It is always, always with you. It costs absolutely nothing, and we know it works. The science is there. So really, the only question left is, how are you going to use it?